How you doing, family? How you doing, friends? What is one thing that you feel that you could do a much better job at every day? What is the thing that you do every day that you wish you had more of, you wish you could do less of, or you wish you could do a better job at? For me, it's time management. And I go every day wondering about how I organize my time. And I'm learning, actually my wife is a big proponent of this, and she's actually been really good and really helpful to me when it comes to scheduling and events and the kids. For me personally, the big thing that I feel I am doing perfecter every day is using my time more effectively. Now, when I think about that, do I sit here and crap on myself because I didn't get this certain report done, or I didn't see a dog in the background but it happened to be there? Or did I not do a number of different things that were on my checklist today and go, well, I best sit here and be angry about it, because not being angry about it wouldn't be helpful, would it? Is that really a good way to go about running your life when you have not done the things that you want to do? Why do we do that? So, actually I want to touch on that a little bit more, because that's an interesting point. Why do we do that? Why do we crap on ourselves for not giving ourselves enough time, only to get angry about the fact that we should get angry about it, because that's the thing we should do, is be angry about not giving ourselves enough time, and we didn't give ourselves enough time, so we keep perpetuating that idea? I don't know. You'll be able to flesh this out a little bit more as this video goes on too. But here's the thing. Who are you fooling? Who am I fooling? When I don't get to do everything that I wanted to do or set out to do in the day, I have this new trick that I have incorporated into my repertoire. And what I do is I prioritize the things that I want done, and I make a list. And if I don't get to do everything that I want to do, I carry them to the next day. And if there's a deadline to get them done, I spend a little bit more time doing them. Where does that end up becoming your balance, Jesse? Well, I don't rob the time from my kids. I don't rob the time from my wife anymore. So where do I get that time? Here's the thing. The time comes from the dedication that I put into doing it. So I know, and I've put enough pressure on myself to get things done in the past reports and inspections and whatever else I've done in my own career, to know that if I don't get them done in time, that the expectation that I had and the owner of the project had for me to get it done wasn't met. That was on me. So what I want to tell you is understand not the risk of not having it done, but understand the depth of what that is. Because you're going to find out, if it's not done, what kind of effect that's going to have on you or your family. And not to say that that's wrong, you're going to figure out really quickly whether that is something you should do or shouldn't do. So how did I get this far down the rabbit hole talking about this? I wanted to come to you to talk to you about time management and I can't even get it straight for myself. But the statement that I'm going to rewire and reframe for that is this. I am great at time management, and I have changed my outlook as to how and what I need done. And if I don't get something done in the time that I want it done, or within, I don't have the whole project done, I don't sit there and crap on myself anymore. Because who are you fooling? Who am I fooling? Just myself. So I sit there and hack about it and be angry? I can't. I won't anymore. It doesn't meet my newfound core beliefs anymore. It doesn't make sense to do that. If I don't finish the things that I want to get done in the day that I have them done, or the day that I wanted to have them done, I let it go. I have to let it go. Because all it does is this. It prevents me from living in the conscious moment. It prevents me from living right now. It takes time away from the mental time, away from the space, the conscious capacity to be able to be a father, to be able to be a husband. And that's not something I want to do anymore. Well, Jesse, I work this job day in, day out. I go to work at 6:30 in the morning and I'm back probably about mid-afternoon, and I'm so tired, and I get everything done in the run of the day. Yeah, you do. But here's the problem. You just put everything else before your own health, didn't you? And that's where I am right now. I'm not about to put my own health before everything else anymore. Because all it does is eat me up on the inside. And I think that that's a way that we need to think about incorporating it into our own lives. Is it serving us to be upset about to get upset about doing the things that we wanted done, only to find out that we can't do them in half the time that we wanted to do them? You got to think about that. You got to think about redefining what success and what wins you got over the day. Instead of coming up with 7 things that you needed to get done, only them to be mini projects, take chunks of them and do maybe 3 of them. So that's what I'm learning. I'm learning how to do that with you in tandem, by the way. I'm learning to do these little things that I need to get done in a run of a day, all the while being a dad, all the while being a stepdad, all the while being a husband, all the while creating my own space for myself, all the while being able to help support my clients out there, all the while to be a friend, all the while to be a brother. Oh my goodness, the laundry list goes on for you, doesn't it? Yeah, but you know what? I make it work. I've got no choice not to. I make it work. I find a way to make it work. I'm a man. I'm a guy. I'm going to figure it out. I'm not going to sit there and pretend to be a victim. I'm not going to pretend that I need to be angry about something that I should be angry about because I didn't finish it. It's nonsensical. It's something that has been deeply ingrained in our society to do. It doesn't make sense. So here's the thing. I'm being more gentle on myself because if I have 7 or 8 things to do in the run of a day and I get 4 to 5 of them done, that's great for me. I count the wins. I did 5 of the 7. I roll them over into the next day, and then I add them to the 3 or 4 things that I wanted to do the next day. And if it makes sense, if it truly makes sense, which it always does, I will be happy with that. Because it all works out. It all works out in my favor, as our friend Juliana would say. As my friend Juliana would say, it always works out in my favor. So if I end up lumping other things within the day within my day into other days, it's okay. It really is, because I am putting my health and my mental wealth before the anger that I used to give myself a daily dose of every day. And I think you should too. So this whole thing was about time management, but it was really about how to manage yourself. How about that? This is really about how you manage yourself when it comes to time. Now, here's the other thing. Many of you are already out there, and my spiritual friends are already out there. Yeah, but Jesse, time doesn't exist. It's a mental construct. It's a construct out there. This is what you sound in my head, by the way. Sound like in my head. Yeah, no, but put that aside for a moment. Put that aside. It doesn't exist, but it's out here as a construct in society to make things go the way they're supposed to go. Make the wheels turn, make the factories produce things. Okay, but how do you manage yourself when these things come up? How do you manage your own demeanor when things don't get done? Do you sit there and crap on yourself? Or you let it go? Or do you find another way, like I do, to get it done? Do you find another way to take the work that you wanted to do meaningfully, you intended to get it done, and make a plan to get it done for the rest of the week, throughout the rest of the week somehow? I like solutions-based. I like solutions that are based in that sort of thinking. You should too. All right, I've said enough. I'm looking forward to the comments on this one because I got a feeling they're going to be all over. Talk to you soon. Let's do this. Love to you all.